Elizabeth Kolbert is a staff writer for The New Yorker, and this evening she will be talking about her newest book, Under a White Sky. Let me introduce you to this evening's team. Hans Zelen, our moderator for this evening. Our co-speaker for this evening is Behnam Tayebi.
You mention a scientist like Stuart Brand who said, we are gods and we might as well get good at it. And then there are other people who say, wait a minute, we are not gods at all. We're not smart enough to be gods. Leave nature alone. Where do you stand yourself in this debate?
You know, I think we are, as gods in a certain sense, we're just very, very powerful collectively. And so our interventions tend to have unintended consequences. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And whether the unintended consequences are worse than doing nothing or not, that is a question that we're going to just keep facing over and over and over again.
We hear a lot of stories from Elizabeth, and that make us very skeptical and thoughtful about geoengineering and all kinds of other techniques. But you think that we still might need those techniques and that we should be prepared for them.
I do believe that a lot should come from engineering, and a lot could come from engineering. And think about better combustion engines, think about better actually using of the fuel as we are using nowadays, removing fossil fuel and replacing it by other types of energy production.
Could Holland just decide to start solar geoengineering if we want to?
Unfortunately, as it stands right now, yes, we can. I don't think that Netherlands is going to do anything like that. It's probably something that larger countries might start embark on doing. But one of the issues that comes with actually understanding and addressing the ethical issues of this technology prior to even experimenting with it, let alone applying it on a large scale, would be to understand actually the governance issue. Who's going to be in charge? Who's going to decide when to stop?
What about nuclear energy?
So the solution should come from the across, and in that sort of spectrum, nuclear energy could potentially have a role. But then again, the question is, what kind of technology do you want to apply? What nuclear power plant do you want to actually put there? How many? Where exactly?
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth, this could only be a temporary solution, right?
It's not a solution in the sense that it's sort of like, you know, taking, you know, aspirin for a broken leg.
You end the book with COVID starting, and the amazing thing, one of the amazing things from COVID is that 1,000 measures that seemed totally impossible suddenly happened because they had to happen. My question is, why can't we do this for the climate?
I guess I could turn that around and say, well, we kind of did treat it like climate crisis. We mucked around, you know, we didn't use all of the best laid plans, you know, all of the plans that the CDC had come up with. And then in the end, we sat there sort of, you know, waiting for the techno fix.
Sad to say we've reached the end of our session. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Han. Thank you, Behnam. Thank you, Public Library.